saved by your holy kiss. Only angels taste like this. But could there be more? Let's clip our wings down to earth like.
Good evening, guys. So today we are gonna discuss about like the problem we are gonna do in assignment 1 of DTPS. So I hope you guys are fine. Please some thumbs up.
Yeah.
Cool. So what we are gonna do today is like we are gonna discuss the problem we are gonna solve. Okay. So today we are going to do problem identification. So like for this process we are gonna ask every one of you guys like to state some problem like you think is solvable and you think is like worth to solve. Okay, so let's start with Amit. Amit, how are you?
I'm fine. What about you?
I'm great, Amit. Thanks for asking. So what do you think like is problem in your life? Like you have some problem like you think you can solve?
I'm a pet lover, so I always have priority over humans over animals. So as you see that India is facing some really major problems of animals every day on daily basis. Accidents are happening on road of the animals. Solutions are there, but still it's not enhanced. So for me, problem is accidents of prey animals.
Great. That's a great problem. Thank you, Amit. You can just mute yourself.
Okay.
So now coming to Vivek. How are you, Vivek?
I'm fine.
So what do you think about like what problem do you think you can solve? Like you think is like worthwhile investing your time in?
My problem is actually in college.
Yes.
As you see, there are many students there in the college who are using the mess. So there is a lot of hustle in the mess to get the food.
Okay.
So they can't control the people. They can't control the children there to get the food. So I think that is a very big problem in colleges. So can you think of that?
That's a good idea. That's also a good problem. You can also invest time. Thank you for your time, Satyam. Okay. So now let's coming to Shanif. Shanif, how are you?
Yeah, I am fine. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for asking. By the way, what do you think? Like, which problem you can solve?
See, actually, my idea is to be nowadays we are very much dependent on natural resources. Okay,
Yeah.
so my idea is simply generating electricity by burning all the plastic waste which we just use as a waste and throw it in the ocean. Okay, do you know that we almost throw 46,000 pieces of plastic
Whoa, that's
in a year?
very new. Like,
And that makes a total of 270 million tons of plastic. You can think 270 million of plastic there are in the ocean till now. So we have to seriously think about it, and this is the main problem to some company I think that very less, but they are taking an initiative to to recycle something from that plastic. That you can see Adidas is making shoes from their recycled plastic, and they are removing and they are actually cleaning the ocean by taking our money.
yeah, that's a great problem we can solve.
Yeah.
Thank you, Shani.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's a really good problem. Thank you for your time. Now Ankit, coming to Ankit. How are you, Ankit?
How are you?
Great. Your voice is a little bit not audible. Can you just increase it? Like,
Are you able to hear me now?
yeah, very clearly. Thank you for doing that. So, what do you think? Like, you have some problem? Like, what problem you can think you can invest in?
So, I want to speak that due to this COVID situation, there are many people around the world who are forced to join the classes by online. So before they used to do their classes by offline, they used to go to schools and learn by think properly by using visually. but now they have to go to they have to sit in their home and learn through the online. It's more difficult for anyone to learn through this online. It's even more difficult to any people who is doing through any of these methods. If even though teachers are there or students are there, they face many problems. If they learn through online, they won't be able to learn properly. If there are online labs, it's more tough. It's not only easy for teachers, mm, it's more difficult for students. It's more difficult for masters and bachelor students, though they have to go in their intern, and it's a tough thing. There are more problems, just like we can take an example of going through an business through an online process, then going through an offline mode. We can see many different processes seen by in an online mode. So this is the thing I want to add.
Great. Thank you, Ankit. Like that was a really good explanation you've given the problem. So we are going to consider that problem also. So thank you for your time. Please, you can meet yourself. Now coming to Avinash. Hello Avinash, how are you?
I am fine.
Great to see you after such a long time. So like what problem do you think is like viable to solve?
Actually, my problem is that in my area or locality, people used to dump their garbage near our building. So I want to do some sort of things that would help to prevent that one.
Great.
Like that.
So your problem is waste management. Great
Yes,
great thinking.
somewhat.
Great thinking. So now let's come to Chetraj. Chetraj, how are you?
I'm fine, bro. What about you?
Great. So Chetraj, what is your problem that you're thinking to solve when you grow up?
I think food scarcity, bro. Because there are many people dying in the world due to food, and we can solve this problem by not wasting our food and all, conducting some food giving campaign to the poor people.
Great. That's a great problem. That's very generous of you. That's the food scarcity. Okay, now coming to Sunit.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, Sunit,
You?
what's the problem? Yeah, I'm great. Thanks.
Yes. My problem is nowadays online games are too much addicted to online games problem.
Like playing online games is making kids more addictive to it, and it's making a lot of issues in education and other stuff.
Yeah.
Very good.
Because,
Thank you for your time. Now Ishan, what's your problem? How are you? Sorry Ishan, I cannot hear you. Your mic is muted.
Hello Tanmay, hello.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm fine. So I don't have any problem in like general, but the other day in January I heard about a news.
Yes.
I don't remember which date, but the news was about a certain gas geyser,
Yes.
and due to which not a family, but a person, a man died due to some gas leak in gas geyser. I researched about it a bit, and I found out that that geyser is usually means used when used in ill ventilated, means not a good ventilated bathroom. It usually affects the person or the user because it emits some carbon monoxide. So it's something we can solve, and I think it's a big problem. Geyser is very common in every home.
Great observation, Isham. Like that's really good.
Thank you.
I like that. I have like problem very much. So now coming to Satyam. How are you, Satyam?
Fine.
Great.
So
Yeah, what do you think? Like which problem you can solve?
my problem is basically on electricity power cut.
Okay, great.
Yes. Due to this COVID, we are now all are doing online sessions or online mode everything. If doing if while doing something there is a power cut, we are facing a lot of problem. Even if big companies, they are preferring working from home, like all that stuff. So I think that using solar panels is good.
Great,
It will
great suggestion.
it will make it is like having some we have to invest some money, but it will end up in a good lifestyle, I think.
Yeah, that's a great problem, like observation. That's really good. So coming to Shivani, how are you, Shivani?
Beautiful.
Hi, Shivani.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm fine. What about you?
I'm great. I'm doing great. So, like, what do you think, like, the problem you can solve in future?
I think the major problem is overpopulation
Oh,
because it increased demand of food, water, housing, energy, healthcare, transportation, and many more.
that's really good observation, Shivani. I like the problem too. Like, I think there's a competition between you and Ishan while voting. That's a really good problem. Thank you for your time, Shivani. You can mute yourself.
Okay.
Hi, Pramod. How are you?
I am fine, brother. How are you?
Great, great. I'm happy to see you. So, what problem do you think, like, you can solve in future? Like,
I have just visualized a serious problem, and that the problem is of street children. According to UNICEF, we have come to know that over 10 millions of children are street children over the world, and more than 1 million are just from India.
okay.
The causes that leading to increase in number of street children may be social, religious, or economic and cultural causes, due to which it has affected lives of children, and it has affected them sexually and leading them to sexual, physical, emotional abuse, and even leading them to mental health problems, and even they are being attacked by some diseases, and it is so sad to hear and see that many children are dying day by day. So it's a serious problem that needs to be sorted.
Yeah, that's a really good observation, Pramod. I really like that idea. You're very generous. Thank you for your time, Pramod. You can mute yourself.
Thank you.
Now coming to Jyoti. How are you, Jyoti?
Yes, I'm fine. And what about you?
Great. I'm doing great. So Jyoti, what problem do you think is solving?
Okay. I have researched on many problems, and one of the huge problems I found that unemployment in India it's growing very fastly, and you are viewing that in 2021 it have decreased from 6.5% literally, and we can't always tolerate this because already the population is high, and the underdeveloped coach peoples are also low, and skill development is not fulfilled by them. Also they can't get job, or governments also can not provide them a high skill job. So that's why I think in the 4 years we can find a way and work on them, like we can find also something solutions. How can we provide some jobs like unemployment overall?
Great, 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 Jyoti. That's a really good observation. That's a major problem in India too, unemployment. Thanks for your time.
Yes.
Now, just we are gonna vote on the problem that you guys think like is worthwhile for investing our 2 assignments in. So, are you guys ready? Give me some thumbs up. Great, great, great. Thank you, thank you. Now, coming to the problems, I will give you just problems and you just. So good morning all. I hope you guys have had a great day and took some rest. Yesterday we discussed about the problems that we are going to solve, and Ishan's problem got about 10 votes. So that's the problem we are gonna trying to solve and incentivize on that idea. So Ishan, can you just please brief about your problem so these guys can tell what's happening? Like
Yes, of
idea.
course. So I researched about it a bit, and I found out that it's a case which is going on for like several years now, and I have heard the news of 2020 where in Nepal, a family from India got caught up in this, and the problem was they were in a hotel where a gas geyser was in use, and that gas geyser was allegedly giving out carbon monoxide. Means it was affecting in suffocation, and those family, they got caught in suffocation and all died because of this. And in January 2022, a case from Pune like this also came up, in which that man also comes under suffocation due to this carbon monoxide from gas geyser, and he also died. And not only carbon monoxide, but due to this gas geyser, steam also become accessibly in that bathrooms, and due to steam, oxygen also deprived a bit. So less oxygen, more carbon monoxide, it's problem in a bathroom where everything is closed. And
Hmm. Yes, I got it. So that's the problem. So for that, let's use the idea of ideation. Okay, the process of ideation, where we first discuss the problem, which you have already done, Ishan. Great work on that. You have discussed very briefly. So now what we are gonna do is, as a team, we are gonna give some ideas. At first, we are gonna give some bad ideas. Okay, I want really bad ideas. So with that bad idea, we can go up to a good idea, make something productive, amazing, do some innovation. So I hope you guys are all ready for that. Please give me some thumbs up. Thank you guys. So let's start first with Amit. Amit, what do you think your bad idea is gonna be?
So at first, I would like to appreciate Tanmay Ishan what he observed about the problem. It's really brilliant idea. So as you said, we have to say any dumb ideas. So I would like to say, in many cases I read about it. Mainly most accidents occur during taking bath. So why not we take bath in river and lake instead of using bathrooms?
That's a great dumb idea. Thank you, Amit. Thank you for your patience, time and patience. You can mute yourself. Now coming to Vivek. Vivek, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing great. So can you just let me know about some bad ideas, dumb ideas, like Amit said?
Yeah, in my plan, we can use ceiling fan in bathroom so that the air will be the carbon monoxide present in the bathroom will flush out.
That's a great bad idea. Thank you, Vivek. Thank you for your input. Now coming to Avinash. Avinash, how are you?
Thank you, Tanmay. I'm fine. And Tanmay, I actually think that instead of investing in geysers, we can put that cylinders, fire extinguishers.
Inside.
So
that's a good bad idea. Thank you, Avinash, for your input. Coming to Shanir, what do you think is a bad idea?
First of all, I would like to appreciate Ishan's work for coming up with a great idea. And then, according to me, the bad idea is that we will try to have less bath in the washroom.
That's
and avoiding the use of gas geysers.
Okay, that's a bad idea. So you're saying avoid gas geysers. Okay, so you're saying use electric geysers.
Yeah.
Okay. Pramod, how are you?
I am fine, Tanmay.
So give me some bad idea. What do you think about after hearing Ishan? What do you think is a bad idea?
Yes, that's a serious problem that asphyxiation caused due to gas geyser.
Yes.
And I think that we should eradicate the use of gas geyser, and for that purpose we can instead use solar water heater, which is much more environment friendly.
Okay, so you're telling that put solar panels and use that solar water geyser.
Yes.
Great. I think that's a good idea, kind in a way. But like, I want dumb ideas. Like, do you have any dumb ideas? Okay, Pramod, I will give you some time to think. Now let's go to Chetraj. Can you give me some dumb ideas, Chetraj?
What if you use electric heater instead of gas geyser?
Okay. So use electric geysers. Okay. Great.
Yes.
That's a bad idea. Thank you, Chetraj. Now coming to Satyam. What do you think, like, bad idea? Give me some bad ideas.
Bad lady, I like we can make a ventilation channels.
Okay, ventilation
so that there are
narrow
yes.
spaces. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's also a bad idea. So you're saying get more oxygen in somehow. You're saying okay, or detect more
Yes,
oxygen.
yes.
Okay. Now coming to like Ankit, please give me some bad ideas.
Hello everyone.
Yes.
Thank you Tanmay and for this opportunity, and I would like to mostly thank you our Ishan from the group for bringing this really good idea. It is a serious problem.
Yes.
Though I'm from country Nepal, so I think it's a major problem in our country. And it's very common in winter season. So everyone has to use the gas heaters in winter season because it's very cold in winter. It's around 4 to 5 degrees Celsius. So during at night and during day it's around 11 to 12 degrees Celsius as I know, or as some people know. So for
bad idea, Ankit. Like, you give me some bad ideas. I want like ideas. We got the problem. Like bad ideas.
As a bad idea, it's best to not to bath, or it's not to bath for few days or few months during the winter season.
Okay, that's also a bad idea. But give me like some more input. I will give you time. Like I gave Pramod. I will ask you later. So like Jyoti, what do you think is bad idea?
I think regarding this bad idea, we can place a oxygen cylinder in the bathroom.
Okay.
That's why it will not go down the 21% level oxygen, and no suffocation will happens there.
Okay, so that's a good idea. So you're saying oxygen cylinder. That's a good point. Good point. Thank you. Now coming to Sunit. So what do you think is a bad idea?
When go to the bathroom, take oxygen mask is for protect the lower oxygen level.
So you are saying that you put a mask over your face for carbon monoxide, like you don't take in carbon monoxide. So our main problem factors are carbon monoxide, temperature, and oxygen, depletion in oxygen, right? Okay. So like that's our main factor. So what do you say about like building a device that can have these three elements? What do you say? Any input, Ishan? What would you like to say? Like we are going to build a device with carbon monoxide meter, oxygen meter, and thermometer also. Like that would be a great idea. Like geyser with built-in. What do you say, Ishan?
I think that's great. Because at the end of the day, we are getting affected, and if we can detect the problem earlier, like every time in those cases, all the users were unaware about the presence of carbon monoxide, or they are in a situation where oxygen is very less. So I think if we can somehow detect, or also we can ventilate it, or somehow we can give provide oxygen in the situation. But I don't think providing oxygen cylinders, making this thing bulky will be cost effective, and everyone's gonna do it. So detecting will be good. So we can discuss on that.
Okay.
So you are telling to detect.
Yes. So detect like carbon monoxide levels, temperature levels, and oxygen levels. So that's a great input from today's session. So we are going to build a product based on which we can like detect carbon monoxide levels, oxygen levels, and the temperature levels. So thank you guys. Thank you for your time and patience. Today's session was great. Thank you. Because of your bad ideas, we got a like great through process of ideation. We got a great idea. Thank you guys. Hope you have a great day. Thank you.
Hey guys, this is Satyam from DTPS Team-41, and today we're gonna talk about something which no one seems to care about. It is very unfortunate thing, and yet so common, which need to be solved. Did you guys know that at least 40 people die every year due to asphyxiations caused by gas geysers just in Nepal? Yes, gas geysers are widely used in cold places due to lack of electricity, and it is great alternative to electric current, and it gets the work done perfectly. But also due to this, many valuable lives are also lost every year. While taking bath in a poorly ventilated bathroom using a gas geyser, people usually come across suffocation due to asphyxiation caused by increasing carbon monoxide level and lack of oxygen level.
It's crazy how such a big problem, which is common in gas geyser, has a simple solution. With the help of design thinking and problem solving, we have found the solution to this problem. Here we should keep in mind that the two main culprits of asphyxiation are number 1, production of carbon monoxide, and number 2, depletion of oxygen in bathroom. Due to this, the air becomes toxic and not breathable. So, what if we could somehow manage to detect carbon monoxide from the root? Basically, this is pretty hard because, as you know, carbon monoxide is produced due to combustion of LPG in an unventilated room. But that's the living condition of most people who still use gas geyser. Now, the same goes with the case of depletion of oxygen. Combustion takes oxygen to burn, and on top of that, heating water fills the room with steam, and thus this eliminates oxygen. And now everyone is stuck in the same place without any safety precautions. An alternate solution to this is using electric geyser, right? How can we forget it? It's getting more popular, it's reliable, and doesn't even have issues like combustion or overheating, etc. But keep it in mind, not everyone can use electric geysers. In a high altitude place where weather is usually cold and electricity is not reliable, people usually prefer gas geysers. So you must think that the problem is solved when it is used in an unventilated bathroom. Well, I hate to say this, but people living in such places have bathrooms that are not very well ventilated. So we have to think of something for these gas geyser users. So now you know also that you can't really control the presence of carbon monoxide or steam in gas geysers. So what now? Ain't there no solution for this problem? Let's try to solve it the other way. What if we try to know when the carbon monoxide is being released excessively or when the oxygen levels are getting below normal? Pretty easy, right? This can be easily done by combining some devices and using some design thinking. So now let's see what parameters are affecting the end user in a harmful way. The parameters are carbon monoxide, oxygen, and temperature. We all know carbon monoxide is harmful above 75 ppm for a human being. And detecting carbon monoxide is not a big deal with a CO detector. So we can now move on to oxygen level. We know atmospheric oxygen is around 20.9%. But in higher altitude places where the temperature are really low, the oxygen level decreases to nearly half found in sea level. In this case, our problem is due to steam and combustion, oxygen is lacking, so we need something to measure it. And we will use, yes you guessed it right, an oxygen meter. Combining these two with a thermometer for measuring the room temperature just to be on the safer side. And now, if the steam is not making the room unbearably hot. With the average ambient temperature being around 12 degrees Celsius, and in a hot bathroom it can go probably up to 65 degrees Celsius. We need to alter the person and we need to alert the person inside the bathroom when the conditions become unfavorable. For that, we will need a siren that will ring. These three devices will be connected and programmed with the siren so that it will ring and alert the user when the conditions become unbearable. LEDs will also be there for visual alert. It will normally blink green and turn red to alert danger. Now let's talk about how the device is programmed. If carbon monoxide is found to be above 75 ppm, then and the oxygen level drops below 11%, then the siren will ring and the circuit will turn off the gas geyser.
Now we have almost come to an end. We found a problem, we discussed this further, found some ideas, laughed, joyed, had fun, and most importantly,
we solved it. We solved something that caused deaths. Like, it's like such a joy, such a peaceful thing to do. Like, we are looking forward to modeling it and implementing it as well. It's not rocket science, it's just basic thinking which can save lives. That's all for this. Thumbs up if you like it, subs if you love it. Thanks for watching. Team TTPS 41 signing out. Thank you.